close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
Hello, y'all. I've had this package for a while, and girl, I've been so busy trying to get my house in order and cleaned and all that good stuff, and then babies coming in and having babies, being reborn pregnant, whatever, going into labor and all that good stuff. And I was like, I need to get to my box. So I also love makeup. My other hobby is doing makeup. My first channel was about makeup, ASMRs, mukbangs, my story of what happened in my life. And I had 10,000 subscribers, and now I think I have 8 on it, and it got hacked. So I'm trying to get in, and I haven't emailed them, but I need to, because I need my phone number. Maybe I could get back into it. So I had to start this whole new channel, and I still want to incorporate all my other stuff that I did before, which is makeup, ASMRs, mukbangs, story time, stuff like that with my dolls as well. So I ordered the Edward Scissorhand makeup. Look, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm like, yeah. I need me some Edward Scissorhands because I love this movie. And I think they are coming out with the second part, I believe. So I was like, should I? And I was like, yes, I need it. So I jumped on the bang wagon, and I was like, I'm grabbing it. So I did. And look, it's from Melt Cosmetics. And oh my goodness, look at the mirror. It's rubber. I love all these mirrors. I'm gonna have to put my mirrors back in here and maybe put the Selena blankets back in that room, because I switched it. This was my makeup room. No, this was my nursery. That was my makeup room. And then that became my makeup room now. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. Since we've been here at this house for a year. My old house back in Albuquerque was so much bigger. Like, all the rooms were bigger than these ones. I believe, yeah. My master bedroom was bigger too. So we had to, like, you know, go down, you know, in size, and like working around less stuff. So I've been going through all my clothes and everything, guys. So here's the mirror. And look, it's like rubber, like, it's so cool. I love that mirror. And then we have the eyeshadow palette. And look at the packaging and presentation. Look at this presentation, is top notch. And ooh, look at all this that you get. Oh my goodness. Look. The bag. Look at that little cute makeup bag. I love it. Oh my goodness. Like, they did amazing with this packaging and all this stuff. And these little scissors or whatever for cutting your eyelashes or whatever you want to use them for. And they came with some lashes. I love dramatic lashes. At first I didn't, but now I do. I don't know, old age or something. And here's the slick lip gloss, and this is a lip gloss as well. And these are the shimmer shadows, I believe. Eyeshadow topper, sorry guys. Eyeshadow topper sticks. And then you move that other box and you get all this. I'm keeping this. I usually don't keep a lot of boxes. I like to get a lot of stuff out, but certain ones, especially like this, I'm keeping it. Girl, I'm keeping it. It's so cute. I could put some stuff in there or put all that back in there. But here's the slick waterline pencils. Another waterline pencil. And another oh, this is a lip pencil. And this is a lip pencil. Cool. Oh my goodness. They outdid themselves. I got the Bailey's Syrian. Her, and I have her purse too, and I think it's so cute. And I have her BB lashes, and I've ordered, like, this is my 4th, and these are all used and gone, and I need to order me some more, to be honest with y'all. So what we're gonna do is play with makeup today. I haven't played around with makeup, and well, sometimes, well, I do put makeup on, but not like eyeshadow. It's just face makeup and all that good stuff, you know. So let me show you the eyeshadow palette. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at the snow. This is so cool. Like, what? Melt Cosmetics, you did yourself. Look at, you did that. Cool. Oh my goodness, look at the mirror. Little scissors and all kinds of stuff on there. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I'm just putting all this off to the side. The blush. The blush looks so light, but we'll see when we put it on. It might be pigmented or whatever. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'll probably take these off to put on my keychain, but it's cute. Look at the little dinosaur. How cute. Those are sharp. They say Melt Cosmetics on them too. Wow, that is cute. Here's the little topper. Okay, cute little topper. The other cute little topper too. It's like the silver one. That one looked like it got on top of the lid there. The black little lipstick. Right? Yeah. What are these? I think they're lipstick slick. Lipstick stick. Or slick. It's the pink one. Cool. Cujo. Okay, here's the green color, that pretty green. The purple. The little pinkish color. And the brown. These are lip liners, and the other one is eyeliners. Yeah, these two are eyeliners, these two are lip liners. Okay, and here's the lashes. They look so cute. Okay, y'all, let's get to business. Let's take this little Melt Cosmetics thing off the mirror. Oh my goodness, I like this mirror so much. It is cute or whatever. Okay, y'all. I haven't filmed anything, so if I'm kind of like rusty, that's why. Because I haven't done a makeup look. I haven't done none of this in a long time. Like, it's been a long time coming. Let me tell y'all. I love doing this. I love playing with makeup. It's very therapeutic for me and all that good jazz. So we're going to put P. Louise base. And my hair is a hot mess. I don't wash my hair every day. So today was no wash hair day. And sometimes I'm like, maybe I should start doing that again. Because it needs help. It's like a hot mess. Okay, and what I like doing and what I usually do is I put translucent powder on top, or you could put eyeshadow. But what I like doing is doing this because I feel like it helps with the eyeshadow. It just dries too, but sometimes I like to start right away than waiting, you know? So that's what I do. You could do it however. Makeup doesn't have any rules. You could use a different brush for whatever, even if it says foundation, you could use it for whatever you like, you know? So I am using what's her name? What's that girl's name? Tati's brushes. And I haven't used her eyeshadow brushes really. I'm gonna go in with this brush. It's the ES4. And we're gonna go ahead and dip into you dip, I dip, we dip. When you dip, we dip, we dip. Okay. Let me go in with, it's Kim Suburba, Edward, Unusual Guest, The Inventor, I Say Angel, and I Love You, and Freak. So we're going to go into Suburba. I think that's how you say it. I'm butchering everything, y'all. That's what I do. That's what I do. Okay. So like I said, guys, if this oh, I knew it. It got tacky there. Oh, brother. Who'd eat that? I was like, what am I doing? But I was going to do a halo eye, but guess what? We're not. I messed up. So we're just going to do this. We're just going to do this situation. So what I want to talk to you guys today about, I had made a video actually talking about it, and then I didn't like the way my makeup came out in the video, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to redo it. So we're redoing it, and we're using the Melt Cosmetics Scissor Hand Velvet. Because I like playing with makeup, and I wanted to see how this, if it's really good. Yeah, you see the pigment. And this brush is doing okay, except for the only thing that I don't like about brushes is that they're so soft that it is so hard to apply makeup on your eyelid. But as you work with it, it seems to be doing okay. But I was talking on that video about an artist that was a scammer, okay? And I didn't like the way my makeup came out. So I want to talk to you all about an artist, and because I'm sure she's doing it to more people. She even changed her business name to something else now. And so she no longer uses that name that when I purchased my first silicone baby doll from her. It's not that name no more. So, and I think people should know about her, because you don't do that to customers. It leaves a sour taste it left a sour taste in my mouth, and it'll leave a sour taste in your guys' mouth, you know? Because as customers, if you didn't have any customers, you wouldn't be making money, because you need customers to make you money, even if you're a small business, right? And you shouldn't treat your customers like dung. I'm sorry, you shouldn't. And if you do that to them, they're not going to go and advertise you or tell people about you and tell you people about your work or anything, because you did them dirty. And that's not what you do. I wasn't raised like that, and I was raised very different. I was born in 1978, and I believe in, if you're working for someone, if you're cleaning their house, whatever you're doing, even if you had a job and you're going to clean their house, clean their yard, you're gonna clean and do your job like you would want someone to come and do your work for you and clean your house the way that, you know, that you want them to, and them to leave it in your yard, right? You want the best, and you want that too. So your reputation could go out there and people could come back to you because they're going to refer people to you because they're going to be like, dang, that girl really cleaned really good. That girl really cleaned my yard really good. And she went above and beyond. Just like I'm a cosmetologist. I went to school. I graduated. I'm trying to get my license now. And if you do a crappy job on someone's hair, no one's going to go out there and tell someone about your job or your work because you left the job and you left their hair like crap. So, you know, so I think that if you're going to do something for someone and you're going to work for someone and do something, you should do your best. So you should treat your customers with the most respect and treat them good, because at the end of the day, they're going to go out to tell other people about you and about your work. And if you leave them like crap and you do dirty, they're not going to go and talk to anybody about what you did to them or for them or anything like that, you know? So that's kind of where this girl left me at. Okay, so there's not like another little brush that you can use for the other part. It's from Singe Beauty, and what I'm going to do is just make sure there's nothing there's not. E08, and we're going to go in with Freak. And so anyways, my point is that okay, so I bought my first silicone doll with her. I had started watching the Reborn family channel, Christina Killer, and I was watching her video one day, and I seen that, you know, she was even on TV, and I was watching her channel and whatnot, and I started watching her and seeing that, you know, that helped her heal and stuff. And me and my husband wanted, you know, more kids, and we prayed and prayed for a miracle to happen. Like my tubes would get untied and I would have a kid and stuff, and that never happened, you know. So what you got to basically do is untie your tubes, right? Well, we tried to adopt, and my childhood trauma got in the way of it, so I wasn't able to have any kids, and I made a decision that, you know, we just wouldn't have any, and my husband didn't really want one, and he was scared, and he even said, well, if it makes you happy, go ahead and, you know, have a child. We can do it. And I kind of thought about it, and I was like, I'd rather not, because I just don't want him to feel like I have to do this to make her happy, but then what if he's not happy, you know, at the end either? So I just decided not to. So anyways, I came across her channel. And I seen that, you know, she had a reborn baby, and it really helped her, and it helped her heal her and stuff like that. And I was just like really grieving and mourning, you know, even though I didn't experience like not having a baby or having a miscarriage, I mean, you know, I still was grieving that I really wanted more kids. I wanted more kids before I met my husband. I wanted kids with my ex-husband, and he made me tie my tubes since after I had my twins. It gets so hot in here with these lights. Well, anyways, I wanted more kids, you know, and I couldn't have any more kids because my ex-husband was like, we already had enough. I mean, we already had our share of a boy and a girl. I had a daughter since I was 16. And then we had our twins, and he's like, we have one of each. So we don't need no more kids, and we're going to grow old together, you know, all that saying, you know, this, that, yada, yada, yada. So, you know, I was like, okay, tied my tubes, and I wanted more kids. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go in with this brush, and we're gonna put this that Kim shade, if we can get any on this brush. But you know what? Sometimes they say to use that kind of a brush, but you need to use some other one. So we'll probably do that, yeah. Because that brush isn't gonna work. No, it's not. So, okay, then we're going to, I love you, I love you, you love me. Okay, so we're gonna pack that on right here. And then what I want to do is try to go in with that little green color. Put it on the inventor, a little bit on the corner here, and mesh that color in just a tiny bit. There we go. Not all kinds, you know, but just mesh it in like that. It's barely getting on my brush, but and what I want to do is use that topper for the inner corner, you know, like right there. But guess what, guys? I like doing it this way. I'll do it when I'm done with everything. Hopefully I'll remember, you know. Hopefully I'll remember.
Before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you.
It is so hard doing makeup while talking, y'all. Have you ever tried it? It's really hard. I give a lot of props to the people that can do it because it's hard. Anyways, I'm gonna put on this primer. I have a little bit of a gobble, not much, but I gotta lose some more weight because I had lost weight and I gained some, and I've been eating a lot of sugar, and I have Hashimoto's, so a lot of gluten foods make me become bloated. Like right now my stomach's really bloated, so I took some fiber. I try to take my detox pill to get that down, and I'm gonna try to be carnivore again, go carnivore, because I've been doing it, but I'm not like doing it like I should be doing it. So I'm gonna try to get on the train again and not eat sugar, you know, because sugar's not good. And I got a blister, and sometimes I get blisters in the winter and chapped lips, and I hate it. We're going in with some Prada foundation. This has a little bit of perfume scented, but it's not strong and bad. There's some perfumes that, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. I put it on my hand, and what I'll do is I use this brush, the foundation brush, and I put some on my face here, and then I just pack it on, tap, tap, dab, 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 and I dab it, I dab it, I dab it. So I just like paint it on my face like you're painting a doll or painting a canvas, because I'm painting my canvas. I'm painting my mask. My persona hide behind it. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of people that do though, for reals. Let me tell you. You think someone's your friend, and sometimes they ain't. Because they're just taking you along because they want to use you. Oh, 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 oh. Well, it's kind of like that kind of color, so let's see if the blush works. Okay. Anyways, I was watching Reborn Family channel, which is Christina Keller, and I wanted a baby, like I said, with my husband. We chose not to have one anymore, and you know, I never had a miscarriage, never lost a baby, but I've always wanted more kids, you know. Even having more kids with my ex-husband, but he made me tie my tubes after I had my twins, but I wanted more kids, you know. I wanted my kids to not be 6 years apart, and they are, because I know it was hard when my mom had us 6 years apart. My sister always wanted to hang out with us, you know, and she couldn't because she was too young, you know. So yeah. And this is little Erie. I think I'm saying it right, Era, which means snow in Welsh. And so I ended up watching a video of her, and I asked her, like, who can I buy a reborn doll from? And she told me Irie Gallery, which she had purchased a doll from her as well. So I ended up contacting her, and her name is Chantel Bogus. And I talked to her and everything, and I think I got my first silicone doll in I started my YouTube channel in I think it was 2023, right? Yeah, no, 2018. I started my channel of makeup, mukbangs, ASMRs, and all that stuff, and story time of my life. And so I purchased, I think, my first silicone from her in 2023. So we talked, she let me get on a layaway plan. I think I purchased her for $1,400. So as soon as I paid her off, she told me that she was going to be a little while more, and that she didn't really know how to root the hair, so she was going to send it to someone. And then she told me that she was just going to do it herself because she thinks she has it, you know, whatever, and she was just going to try to do it herself. I said okay. So I ended up paying the doll off, and she sent it to me and everything, and I got her, and she was so precious. She had hair, but her hair wasn't very intact, very good, because she did it herself, you know. What's the matter, baby girl? What's the matter? What you looking at? Huh? You looking at the camera? Yeah. You gonna be YouTube famous when you get bigger? Her little curl. You gonna be YouTube famous too when you get bigger? She's so cute. And so I ended up, like I said, I purchased her, and I got her whatever, and she finally came to my house and everything, and I was just like head over heels of her. And like I said, her hands weren't that great and her feet weren't that great. I just wanted to make sure that like, you can get my head still. And so anyways, she came, and I was just like head over heels about her when she finally got here. And so she kept messaging me, and she was like, you should get the boy, you should get the boy. I just came out with a new sculpt or whatever. And I was like, oh really, let me see. And then she showed me, and she was like, and now I've gotten better and all this stuff, right? So I was like, oh cool. So then I was like, well, how much would you charge me for the twin and the twin boy? And she was like, she told me that she would charge me like the same price, I believe. And I have all the receipts, and she said about the same price. And I was like, oh really? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, I want you to talk to my ambassador and to tell her, and I want you to introduce you to her, and I want you to, you know, have a conversation with her, and we can FaceTime or go live together and Zoom or whatever. And I was like, ooh, that's cool, you know. I didn't know nothing about it or whatever. And I was like, that would be cool. That would be really nice. And so then all of a sudden she kept talking to me, texting me, and we stood in contact. We would talk to each other like friends, you know. And then all of a sudden, I guess she started to see what other people were charging, you know, on how, and she was saying that she would put armatures in it, she would root the hair and everything, and she would give it to me a little bit more than the girl doll. I think I paid $1,400 for her, and she was gonna charge me $1,695 for the boy doll, and it was gonna have armatures, all that good jazz, right? And it was gonna be her twin. So I was like, sure. And so we start talking about it and everything on Messenger and stuff. And so then finally I was like, okay, I'll start putting my payment down. So I send her about I think $1,200 or $1,400. And all of a sudden I asked her, like, how close am I? Because I know I only owe you this much, and I need to go home and check our messages so I know how much I need to pay the doll off so I can, you know, have him home. And she was like, it's $2,300, I think she told me, or 30 something. I don't know exactly. It's on the receipt. And so I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? And I literally messaged her all the message that she told me I can get him for $16.95, and that would be my discount and yada, 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 and all this stuff, right? And so then I was like, well, you said this, but now you're, you know, you're saying different. So I guess she was seeing how much other doll collectors were selling them with amateurs and stuff. And the dolls were going up now to like $3,500. And so the first doll she sold me was $1,400. And I was like, well, she was like, well, what I can do is I can give you your refund and your money back. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should take it. I said, because that's a lot. Like, I wouldn't even have told you that I was going to buy it and purchase it for that much. Because, you know, I'm on disability. I get a low income every month. And I was just like, that's just too much for me, you know? And I like that, you know, I was able to get the first one for $1,400, and I had payments to pay off, and I paid it off, and I ended up getting my first doll. And I was just like so freaked out, because if you go and see what someone else is paying, but yet you already told me a price, you can't go and change it. Yeah, I'm your customer, but that's not cool. That's not fair. So she did that, and I was like, no. And then so she started talking to me all crooked and sideways, and I was like, okay. And she was like, and now I'm not gonna refund you your money back now, and I'm not gonna this and that. And I talked to my husband, and my husband even said, and we didn't even discuss it. We didn't even discuss if you wanted the boy or anything. And I never said that to you. And so she's like, it's all this money because I'm doing all this work. And so she's like, I'm not sending you the money now. So I was like, okay, well, you should, and you better. And I was like, well, don't ever pay for a doll on PayPal, family and friends, because PayPal will not support you. If you do goods and service, they will, but not family and friends, because you're basically saying you know this person, right? So that's what I did. And so she was like, you can go ahead and call PayPal and get your refund and get your money back. Well, when I called them, the bank had told me that they would pay me back. So they did, but then they found out that PayPal doesn't, you know, isn't responsible for that, and they don't do that. So then they took that money back, and so I didn't get my money back, and there was nothing I can tell PayPal or do, because you basically told them that you knew her as a friend or a family member. So there was nothing they can do. So I never got my $1,400 back from Chantal Bogus. Her name was Irie Gallery. And so yeah, so that sent a sour taste in my mouth. I was hurt about it because she scammed me. Like, that was a scam. Like, telling me that that's how much she would sell me the doll for a boy, and then to find out people were charging more, and then you want to come at me saying this is how much I'm going to charge you, when you already told me that you were going to charge me $16.95 for the doll. That was just messed up. So I was like, that's so jacked up. So I blocked her, I deleted her and everything, and I'm sure she did that with me. And then all of a sudden I saw that she was posting on Facebook that she changed her name to Art of Adore. And I was like, wow. And so I reached out to someone that had purchased a doll from her, and they told me she did the same to them. And so then I was like, wow. But they said, I don't want to get in that drama. I don't want to, be no part of that. But that was it, So I was like, wow. But I feel like I need to share this story with others, and I should have done this sooner than later. Like I said, I made a video, but I didn't like the way my makeup came out that day. So I redid it, but it don't matter, baby girl. You cranky? Want to go see? Okay, go see. And so, I was like all hurt, and then I was like freaked out because she changed her name. She didn't have a COA, so the doll that I had just came with a birth certificate with no COA or anything. So yeah, so I have her. I think she was a reborn of her son or something, I think she's told me. And so I was just like so hurt, like, wow, you did that all for what? Like, that's messed up. That's like me doing someone's hair and telling them I'm going to charge you $400 for my work, and then you come in and I find out someone's doing hair for this much, and I turn around and tell her, no, now you owe me $600. They're not going to pay me $600 when I already discussed that it would be $400, correct? And that's going to make someone not go and tell you about you because you just screwed someone over. And that's not what you do to customers. I'm your customer. I'm making you money. Plus, I could be making you even more money by telling people about you and how good you are and your reputation. Your reputation means more than anything. Well, obviously, I guess she didn't care about it, and no one's ever really talked about it. So I'm sure she's been doing this to many more people. I'm sure there's other people as well, other than myself. And I just think it's sad. So that's why I purchased my other silicone doll from Caroline Doty. And after, because I wanted a boy, I purchased Austin from Caroline Doty because she doesn't sell them for that much. She makes her own sculpts and she paints them. She doesn't do all of them. There's another girl, I think, Ann Miller, that does some of the sculpts for her, and she paints them and stuff, and she has a class. So I ended up getting my boy from her, and she charged me, I think, $1,800, but I think she was in Canada, so taxes and everything was about $22.95 maybe. And I made payments on him as well because, like, I can't just purchase a doll and pay it in full, I on a low income budget. So yeah, I got my second doll from her, and I wish, like I said, I would have talked about this sooner. My video that went up too was me putting on makeup. I just had a bad makeup day that day. I forgot to put my base on like I did this morning. I used something else and it was a hot mess. So with that being said, guys, I'm glad I finally talked about this because this has been on my mind so much. Like, I know there's a lot of doll artists too that are doing that too. They see how much more people are trying to make on dolls, even the vinyl dolls, even sometimes replicas. They're getting replicas and they're selling them for all kinds of money, and they're not authentic. It doesn't matter if you buy a replica, if you buy an authentic. At the end of the day, it's our money. We're customers, so we're gonna go ahead and buy what suits us and what best fits us and what we can spend our coins on. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, her name is Irie Gallery. Her business name was. She switched it after all that happened with me. It's Art of Adore, and her name is Chantal Bogus. She's on TikTok, and she's on Facebook, and I think she might be somewhere else. I don't know. But don't ever buy a doll on PayPal on friends and family, because that will screw you. If you're gonna buy a doll, do it on PayPal, goods and services. Don't ever, not even if someone says, like, unless you know that person, like, know that person, and that person's not gonna screw you, And so yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you guys and share with you. And Emmy is getting hungry, and I don't know if this bottle is gonna do good because I tried this on oh no, it's not gonna go in, and it's gonna be hard to put in her mouth, so I'll probably just use her bottle. Okay, baby girl. Now we gotta dress you. Change your diaper. These are preemie diapers that fit her better, and I think they even fit. Oh, maybe she didn't drink much today because I don't feel wet. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it does. A little bit right there. Okay, we see, Emmy. You didn't drink too much today. Emmy didn't want that much. She's like, I don't want this.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
Okay, so I covered up that name because she was talking about another customer to me, and that's wrong. You should never talk to your customer about another customer. Also, so I try to blur that out or take that out of there. So that's that. And then I put her new name now. She changed it from Irie Gallery to Art to Adore.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song.
Just remember, y'all, when you're an artist, your customers are making you the money at the end of the day, which is true, you know? And your reputation, does it mean more than the customer? Or does your reputation mean more than the customer, that you don't care that you're going to be, someone's going to talk about it? They're not going to keep their mouth shut either. So at the end of the day, that's ruining your reputation, because people aren't going to want to buy dolls from you if you do this to someone, you know? So anyways, I just wanted to share this. And I remember listening to Yarelina, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'll say her name up here. And I heard her talking about, you know, an artist being a scammer too. And so I wanted just to share my experience with you guys as well. With that being said, y'all, I will catch you guys on the next one. And never forget, y'all, te amo muchísimo. Te amo muchísimo, she said. Look at that, though. This is Edward Scissorhands. Te amo muchísimo.
Feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting, yeah. Only gets better, I'm weak in the